Hey everybody, what is going on? Rundown here. I did a little bit of grinding, not a lot, but I went out and killed a couple Triceratops while I was waiting for the next, I guess, thing to start. I don't know how long Dart has not had bandit shoes. Oh, that's right. Since I gave it to the Congo. Never mind. I was sitting here thinking like, why doesn't Dart have bandit shoes? Wait, should he have bandit shoes? He only have one in the game. I think a bandit's ring. Just ignore me. So yeah, Dart is nice, sitting pretty, 60 movement speed, and a whole bunch of damage, throws, whatever, whatever. This guy, I don't even know his name. Who is this guy? Who's this character? She looks awful. I'm being, ironic, obviously. Congo sitting nice at a crisp 302 physical damage. Miranda, is what it is. Alright, well this is my preferred party going into this. Well, I don't know. I guess we save here? Sure, let's do it. Alright, well, here it comes. I don't think we need to talk to everybody. Well, except I guess I'll talk to Shanna and let her know, hey Shanna, coming back for you. Don't die until then. Alright. Guys, this is it. This is what it's all come to. All the strife, all the pain. One last decision to make that I cannot read. I think it's this one. You guys ready? I'm ready. The game tells you one last time, hey, pick your party. Whoever you're sure you want to go into this with. I'm sure. Here we go. So what's happening in the story? This Melbu guy has finally merged with the god of destruction and is bent on destroying the world. It is up to us, the legendary Dragoon Knights, to put it into this crazy religious guy. He's crazy. We need to kill him. And we're going to do it by poking him to death with swords and spears and arrows and axes. Can I beat him, though? The only thing standing between me and a completion to the Legend of Dragoon in Japanese is one final boss. One final encounter. After this, I can successfully cross this off my list of challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Let's go. For this run, we started off with Dart, Albert, and Rose. We ended a little differently. We ended with Dart, Miranda, and Congo. Well, here we go. Ow. That kind of hurt. Why is the camera so far away? Alright, so Japanese guy. Excuse me, Japanese Melbu. Shouldn't be too terribly hard. Magic Sigil Stone does nothing. It's only in my inventory though, so that's kind of cool. Alright, let's go ahead and... I want to go ahead and slow him down? Sure. Alright, we're going to go ahead and slow him down for one. Less moves for you, good friend. So, slow down the final boss. Let's go ahead and hit him with our combo, shall we? Tentacles are going to go, and they're going to be obnoxious and hit me for a bazillion damage, because, that's just what they do. Miranda is going to go ahead and power him down while we're at it. So, he'll take a little more damage from all of our abilities, at least for the next 3 turns, or 3 of his turns. Dart's gonna go, and as per normal, we're gonna go ahead and power up Miranda. After all, she is our heavy hitter here. Even though Dart does have the Divine Spirit, still Miranda hits harder than him, so... Ow. Wow, that actually did nothing. Congo, take your puny damage. Alright, so I ran in here with 6 Healing Fogs, 2 Healing Rains, 6 Healing Breezes, 2 Sun Raspides, 3 Moon Serenades or something, and 5 Angel Prayers. So I have the speed up left. Congo, hit him very hard. Hell yeah, nice job, dude. I can always count on you to do no damage. Miranda, start us off right. Alright, so we're going ahead and doing our combo as per normal. Same combo applies even to the final boss as far as doing as much damage as possible. Miranda is kind of our heavy hitter there, but only when she has her ultimate available, which she does. This is going to be the most damage we're going to see her do all match, unfortunately. Yet still, it is not going to be a little bit of damage. And this is going to hurt. So, Miranda's powered up. She's in her special. The final boss, powered down. Although he is divine, so I think. So he won't have any weakness to this. Still, this is going to be some nice chunky damage, I'm sure. Also, we're looking forward to doing some damage to those tentacles. Hopefully we can kill them. 3,600 damage across the board. And a heal to top us off from all this tentacle damage. We're going to go ahead and top on off here. And I think probably pass the turn over to him. He did only take 3,000 damage though, but still. Not so bad. Casting Magic, Melbu goes ahead and takes his turn. What's the magic going to be? Oh yeah, that's, I guess, max level. Yeah, nice one. Nice one, dude. Yeah, you did really well there. Anyway, how about we Divine Dragon Cannon, you good sir? Dart, if you'd be so kind, as to hit him with your most powerful spell. So, Divine Dragon Cannon, if you were curious on what exactly it is the Divine Dragon can do. He hurts. He hurts very goodly. Very goodly, does lots of damage. You go pew pew pew, ka-chew. Also, don't worry about, thinking like, oh man, we didn't get to use Dart special. We will. This boss fight goes on long enough to use 2 specials, typically. Boom. That's Divine Dragon Cannon you'll see the Divine Dragon use on us, although I don't think he ever even got it off on us in this playthrough, fortunately. 2,502 damage. Melbu's tanky. If you're like, wow, that really didn't do much. Yeah, he's a tanky boy. Nice. Kongo doing the damage, man, as he does. Max movement speed, so get those turns in real fast. 1.5k, I'll take it, I'll take it. Miranda, why don't we Star Children instead here? Because we can ult next, so that would give us a chance to take a little bit of damage should Melbu decide he wants to damage us. Then we can go ahead and get Star Children off. Don't worry, guys. We're going to go ahead and get our ultimate off next time Miranda gets to go. She's fast enough. She'll get her turn. Star Children. Miranda has Amulet on, allowing her... Miranda has Amulet as an accessory on her. This is allowing her to have 200 MP, meaning that she can ult twice. So we can use White Silver Dragon 2 times for 1 single Dragoon transformation. Dart, hit him again with Divine Dragon Cannon there for me there, buddy. Nice, cool, crisp, over 2k for 1 spell. Now, Dart does have a bit of an issue with this thing taking 50% of his MP for every cast. You can give Dart Magic Hat, which will give him an extra 50 MP as well as Amulet, giving him essentially 5 Dragoon Cannons per transformation. But my build that I went for Dart this run did not have that. I didn't decide to go that route as Magician Dart. I just had to go more physical Dart, which is why I gave him Soul Eater and Talisman here. So he has Soul Eater Talisman for his combo, giving him a ton of physical damage. So we're going to actually switch to physical damage here in just a second. Miranda, last time she's going to be powered up. She's going to go ahead and cast her ultimate here. And let's get some nice, hefty damage out of this. Miranda, the heaviest hitter of all magical damage in the party. Second place is very nicely sitting with Maru, although she's not going to be in this fight. Obviously, as I cannot change out party members mid-combat. Boom. Nice. 3k again? Heck yeah, 3.8k. We are melting through this guy right now, let me tell you. This is some very nice damage. Now, no heal. Looks like Melbu didn't even get his turn off, but he is slowed, which just means that us as our Dragons, we're going to go ahead and get our turns off very quickly, so he can take as much damage as possible from our guys. Boom. Boom. Kongo hitting so hard as a Dragoon. Now, Melbu is powered down, meaning that we are doing a little bit extra damage than what we should by 1.5 times. So, Miranda's going to go ahead and use Star Children one more time on this guy here, trying to get as much damage out magically as she can. She does have the Legendary Hat on, which is going to increase her magic attack, give it plus 50, including any other accessory or items that she has on her. If she doesn't have an accessory, it's going to give her any more magical damage, but the hat, by plus 50 plus Miranda's just naturally high stats, means she hits for a nice, cool, crisp 1,000 per spell. Now, something to note, the Japanese version's magic does hit a little bit lower than normal. Dart. Let's see if we can get a... see if we can do this one here. It's been a minute since I bothered doing this. Oh, a little early. It's been a long time since I honestly used Dart's Dragoon form. Although that's going to hit just as hard. Yeah, 1.9k as a Divine Dragon Cannon. Kongo, going to go ahead and go as well. You might be saying like, wow, Dart hits even harder than Kongo. Well, it's just the build I went for Dart, and the Divine Dragon increases the damage that Dart would do as just a regular basic attack. So, first stage of the boss, down. That is 25% of the boss's HP out the drain, down the gutter. It is gone, not coming back. We move on to his next form. Malibu changes the arena every time we defeat him, and he also changes forms, gaining new abilities, new defenses every time he shifts. Now, when he does shift, I believe he's also going to lose any status debuffs on him, so he should be back to normal speed. This is going to be the last time that Miranda fires her arrow, or stays in Dragoon form, if you will. There we go, 480. I believe that's still powered down, so that's pretty nice if it is. Now, Melbu in this form has a few attacks, not many. I think he has like 3 or 4 attacks, but the main one that is obnoxious is he has the ability to kidnap my players. Or kidnap my characters, meaning he can take one of my party members away from me, and I can't get them back until a certain number of turns pass. Oh, he is still powered down, and speeded down. Speeded down. I'll take that. Alright, let's see if I can get it ×5 here. I knew I should have done it early. Dang. The good news is Dart does so much damage anyway, it's perfectly fine to still do 1.9k. I'm not going to complain about it. Miranda's going to go ahead and go here. Boom. Now this is still a physical attack, even though it appears to be magical of some sort. 219 damage. It's basically chip damage at this point. She's just trying to get her Dragoon level back at max. Now, Kongo does have one less addition to hit, so he's in the Dragoon form of this, so he does get the easier Dragoon damage. So I will absolutely take that. Now, something else to note as well is whenever we change arenas, we also lose any special that we had. So if we were in a Dragoon special, we're going to lose that. Which is not ideal, but also it's kind of Melbu's little gimmick. He can change the arena up so that we, lose our special. Dang, too early. Yeah, it looks like we're probably gonna have to rely. Oh god, what was that? I'm gonna hit the save state button because I don't know what the hell that was. Alright, 1945. That was a really great year to be alive. I would know. I'm old enough to be alive then. If I don't sound like it, it's because I had fantastic genes and I smoked a pack of cigarettes a day. That's always the trick to it. Well, alright then. That was an easy second stage. Melbu means he's gonna be dipping into the half HP marker here. Japanese Melbu starting to fall. Something else to note too is every time he changes states, as in arenas, it not only resets the stage, but also takes his turn as well. So he uses his turn to actually change the arena. What you're seeing happen on screen is basically saying the different generations. This is his plan for the world, as it would have be, at least how I've gathered from playing this game. Let's see, midway fight, how am I feeling here? I'm feeling pretty good. We're still not at the final stage. The final stage is probably the hardest. It's when Melbu typically dips into red. The reason that stage is so challenging is because Melbu, Frelmar, or whatever you call his name, the final boss essentially gets Dragon Block Staff. So our Dragoon forms stop being as useful as we want them to be around that time. Scary. So, this is going to be our last time that we can really fight this guy and not have any fear of rebuttal from the Dragon Block Staff. This form is obnoxious. He can summon little little meteors to help him out with this fight, but it's not too terrible. Alright, one thing we're going to want to do real quick before we go too crazy is we're going to want to get Miranda down to Dragoon level 1. And you'll see why. Again, because that Dragon Block Staff, we don't want to proc it. But we still want her to be able to turn into a Dragoon. Finally, Melba's going to go ahead and go here, throwing a physical attack at Miranda, hitting for 356, even with Legendary Armor on. That is a heck of a hit. Congo's going to go ahead and go here. Finishing a Bone Crush. Hitting for 1,000 damage. Nice. Dart's going to go ahead and go as well. Nice. Dart can't finish an addition. As par for the course. Alright, what move are we doing here? I don't know what this is. Hopefully... Oh, it's just gravity. Strangely, that missed. I mean, I'll take it, you know. That works for me. Alright, Miranda's going to be max Dragoon level at this point. Nice, nice, nice. I don't think we're going to be able to get another max Dragoon form out, I'll be completely honest. I feel like we probably are going to be risking it if we try to go for it. Alright, so now Miranda's going to go ahead and take... This is actually, I think, physical damage, if anything. Yeah, it's physical, so... Shmeh, I rub my shoulders at you. I shrug them. Come on, Melba, you gotta try harder than that, good man. Do you want to do some damage? Oh, that's actually starting to hurt. Haha, maybe you should stop hitting me with that. Okay, cool, he did. Alright, now I can kill these before they do damage to me if I don't want to take that extra damage, but you know what? It doesn't hit for a ton, and I've got healing potions. Hell yeah. Still can't complete an addition rundown. At your service. Alright, so now that Miranda has gotten her addition, she's probably, or not her additions, excuse me, her Dragoon form, she's going to go and switch to a support mode and keep Dart and Congo alive so they can just pound the damage on. Now, here's the gimmick of the third form. The third form changes from day and night, and he gains new attacks every time he changes. Now, I do have 3 of these kind of Moon Raspies. They're going to fully heal all of our MP, and I'm going to go ahead and use them. This is the final fight in the game. There's no reason to hang on to them. Let's go ahead and cast them. That's 300 MP heal. I will take that. Dart, let's see if we can get you some additions here, Chief. You are going to want those. Nice. Blazing Dynamo gathers off. For 1,072 damage. We're doing just above a K each hit. Which I will take, because I don't believe Melbu has any more than like 60,000 HP or something. Alright, I do have a speed up available if I want to throw it to somebody. Quickly get them their Dragoon form. I'm going to go ahead and throw this on Dart, because I want Dart to get this as fast as possible, as I'm probably going to want him to ult next, if I can. So Dart's going to go ahead and go. Nice. Dart gets his Blazing Dynamo off. That's another 150 SP for Dart. Dart's going to be the slowest member of my team, I believe, having 65 movement. Ooh, that hits for 934 damage. That is a chonky amount of damage. Congo's going to go ahead and go here. Congo completes his Bone Rush for 100 SP, 1,000 some change damage. Dart's going to go ahead and go as well. Now, we are getting the boss fairly low here. It may be likely that we actually don't bother to go for a special, and we instead just go for physical attacks. So I have to make the decision here on what exactly it is I want to do. If I risk it and go for a special, there's a likelihood that he gets off his Dragon Block Staff, and we end up having a not-so-great time. The decision I have to make here and now if I want to continue. I believe at this point it's probably best to forego it, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and get Dart his Dragoon level 5, so he can at least have that, but I'm not going to bother using a special. Congo is going to remain out of his Dragoon form for the rest of this fight. I'm going to go ahead and use Magic Sigil Stone on the boss because it's funny. It procced? Oh, wait, no, it doesn't do anything. I'm so sorry. For some reason, I thought it procced the boss. And it took his 3 turns away from him. I highly doubt it did. Nice. Now we're doing, like I said, about 1,000 damage. Oh, here comes a heat spell from him. That's going to do some nice damage if it hits. Of course, it does not. We have our magical legendary hats on us, so it should prevent a lot of damage coming through. I believe this is another spell. What is this here? Oh, he's going to turn off something. Ooh, decides to take away Miranda's ability to shoot her bow for 100 damage. Oh no. Anyway. Bone Crush. Alright, 1,133 damage. He's gonna go ahead and land on Miranda. Boom. Pick her up, chew on her a little bit, and then drop her down for 178. That's not so deadly. Man, it would be a shit. It sucks that I can't attack. Oh, that's right. I can turn into a Dragoon. Miranda, I'm gonna go ahead and morph her into a Dragoon. Now, because she's not using her special, it will be a little bit weaker here. But I actually don't plan on using my special for the rest of this match. Again, the last iteration of Melbu can use a Dragon Block Staff and essentially render my Dragoon forms useless. Not only that, they will be a detriment to me. If I use the Dragoon forms with the Dragon Block Staff effect on my party, they will take considerably more damage, and I mean a lot. 1,286 damage, and that's not just the damage we want, the heal as well. Look at that massive heal. Something you have to consider with Miranda is not just the raw damage that she does to enemies, but also the heal she gives us, giving us a really nice HP swing in our advantage. Melbu deciding to change the arena to nighttime. The only part about this arena that we really are scared about here is that he can summon those meteors that can really rack up the damage here. Probably about 400, 500 damage to each party member if they all decide to go. I'm going to go ahead and hit the gas on Dart. Dart's going to go ahead and transform. We're going to get to see that right now. Hot damn, that's a sexy girl. Fun fact, you can see Dart's beta sword in this, so I think that's been mentioned every single time everyone has ever seen Dart transform, is that his sword in this mode is different, or at least during this transformation. That is one epic transformation, let me tell you. I also love that he's holding the sword with a blade. That's also kind of cool. Don't hold swords by the blades, kids. What a cool guy. What a cool man. Alright, so now we know that our magic does a lot of damage, but I'm actually going to focus on D attacks for this transformation. For several reasons. One is a little bit of pride being hurt that I can't seem to land the 5th transformation, but not only that, I'm doing more damage with my base attacks given my build than I would if I was using the D attack. So I'm actually going to hold off. I don't need to use my ultimate. In fact, that's probably going to be the last thing I'm going to have her use is her ultimate in this form. Because, again, I don't need her to, and I'd rather her save her MP in case he decides to do something a little funny, so. So even though Melbu is at half HP, that does not mean we go too crazy yet. Even when we see him down at a quarter. What just happened? Oh, right. Some spell ended on somebody. The block on Miranda ended because we dropped him to a quarter HP. So, he's entering his final form here. I believe he enters that either just above at quarter HP or at a quarter HP. Everything looks beautiful, wonderful, and fantastic. In fact, that's an amazing scene, and probably a cut I'll use in the thumbnail here. Everything looks wonderful as Melbu has a plan to fill the world with life. Or maybe we're watching the creation of the world. Regardless, this is a really cool battle, and I believe there was at some point a plan to have you fight the final boss in every one of these arenas. I don't know 100%. I wish someone could confirm or deny that, but the final arena here, Generation 6, is going to be the generation that or 7, I believe, is the generation that we decide to end the final boss's fight on. I really wish that if this game gets remade, you have to fight him in every generation. I think that'd be really fun as kind of a unique, not just a unique boss in that he is the final boss, but as a cool, unique mechanic different from the original game. You know, you always want to kind of branch off into a new part of the game if you can. If you're going to remake a game, always add something new to it, because even if it's not a colossal success, you'll always have the original to enjoy. So I always say, feel free to take a little bit of risk, take some chances with it. As you can see, there's not too much positivity in the future in store for humanity. But now, here we are. Our party, Japanese version, final boss, final form. Let's do this. Alright, so we do have to be careful here. Melbu can activate the Dragon Block Staff, so we want to be careful and burn through these Dragon Forms as fast as possible. We really want Dart to use his Dragon Form up so he's not going to be susceptible to the effects. It might be the first thing he does even. Dart still has 4 turns left as his Dragon Form. Still never got this super off. Excuse me, his ultimate, or his full edition. Unfortunate, but now there is always a chance. This is also his tankiest form, believe it or not. Hey, he's in red. There is a chance that Malibu just doesn't use the Dragon Block Staff in his form, which would be really nice if he decides not to. I'm not gonna lie. I know I would appreciate it. He's probably gonna go ahead and go here, though. It should be his turn. That looks like he's... No, he's actually gonna go ahead and start off with his, magic ice here. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you know this is a unique spell. The player cannot get it. It was never an item, I believe. This is a spell that only 2 people in the game can cast, one being Faust and the other one being Melbu. Now, Faust definitely hits harder and I think has much more respect to his name than this guy here. Alright, here we go. It's time for me to start fubbing additions. Rundown here. Alright, let's go. Oh my gosh. Okay, I still got 2 more attempts to try to get that one perfect. If I can, I'll do like an extra 1,000 damage or something nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my ultimate here, give us, I think, a little bit of HP. I'm not even sure if we need it, to be completely frank with you here. Now, this is the part where Miranda is going to transform into a Dragoon pretty much every other turn. Now, if I just transform into a Dragoon for 1 turn, as in I don't have a Dragoon on the field when a player ends their turn, when a character does, he won't be using his Dragon Block Staff, essentially meaning that I can alternate and burn through all my MP casting magic on him just as long as it's 1 turn spent in the Dragoon. So she goes ahead with her ultimate here, give us a nice little bit of a heal. Doing 1,000 damage to Melby. Now this is also, I believe, his tankiest form of the 4. It's really where the fight starts to draw down here. I believe the Japanese version he has like 62,000 or so HP, so the fact that he's in red does mean that he has like an extra, you know, 25,000 HP, so that doesn't mean that just because he's in red, he's almost dead. Haha, I rhymed. Boom. Now, she can always decide not to turn into a Dragoon if she wants. She could just guard if she, if I really want her to. Nobu's gonna go ahead and go here. He goes ahead and summons his little minion buddies. Now, these guys can be obnoxious. I'll probably have Dart use Divine Dragon Ball. He's gonna go ahead and take his defensive stance here. So I cannot target him until I deal with these minions, if I remember correctly. Oh no, this move. Yay. You'll recognize this effect, guys. Dragon Block Staff. Unfortunately, we stayed in Dragon Moon just a little bit too long, and he was able to get that off. So this means that Miranda is either going to guard until she can use... until that effect wears off again. It honestly doesn't matter. I'm going to do so little damage. Yeah. I honestly just want out of this form. Alright, so Miranda's actually going to guard. There's no real point in her to attack. Now, we can still all-in Melbu, but I believe we have to kill the minions first, and I'm going to actually focus on them right now. If I focus on them, I mean I'm going to fub my additions. Ignore me. Now, these guys are going to get to go here. If they hit Dart, they're going to do a ton of damage if they actually connect. That's why I want Dart to go ahead and take his turn. Good, he does. Well, I guess go ahead and focus on Melbu. If you're going to do no damage, it might as well be to the final boss, shall we? Perfect. I love that I got at least 1 perfect in. Of course, it's going to do as little damage as possible. Here we go. Boom. Ora! 162 damage. Heck yeah. So we've also reached the point where Dart's probably not going to transform anymore. Or at least if he is going to transform, it's just going to be for 1 turn. So we can still transform. It just has to be for 1 turn. 254 damage, or 45, excuse me. Alright, she's, like I said, she's going to go ahead and turn into a Dragoon here. Now, she's going to do significantly less damage, but this will let her just kind of auto-attack as normal, if you know what I mean. So she will go ahead and deform at the end of this. The reason I'm using this is because I want her to be able to... One, she does just decent damage as is, but I want her to be able to attack as a person at least once, as a normal human. Same thing for Dart. I'm going to have Dart get at least one of his blazing dynamos ready, and then he's going to transform as well. Alright, Kongol struggling to finish an addition here. That'd be really nice if he finished that. Oh, I'm not going to lie. At least Dart's able to finish his. Alright, this guy's going to go ahead and do something funny here. What's he going to do? Oh, jumps into Kongol and makes him fall apart and insta-kills him. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. You know, I'll take it. I'll take it. Not exactly what I thought that guy could do, but it's fine because Miranda can heal him if she gets her Dragoon form off. What does that spell? Oh no, what's this? Ah, interesting. A replacement! Haha, perfect. Actually, just what I was hoping would happen. Which is honestly fine. So we have an Angel Prayer for just such an occasion. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up our boy Kongol here. Kongol, you're sleeping on the job, friend. We need you. Final boss, look alive. So, I always love this weird transform that he does. So I have two options here. This is something not a lot of people probably see. But I can either attack Melbu, or I can special Melbu. So I'm gonna try special here, because I don't know what it does. He does a little dance, and heals us, I believe. Hey, I'll take the heal. Oh, Healing Rain. Okay, cool. I wonder if it's like a random like spell he decides to cast. Hell yeah. 1,133. Eat that, Melbu. Yes, Dragon Block Staff has ended. That means that he is no longer preventing us from doing a lot of damage with our Dragoon forms. Meaning Dart, it's time to transform, friend. So Dart is basically going to be alternating between his Dragoon form and his human form. And we're just going to be using standard auto attacks here. Of course, now I can't do... I can't get a special. Honestly, it's been a very long time since I bothered to use Dart special. He's just been using Final Burst for a very long time, as well as... just that. Actually, that's been about it. That's all he's been doing is just Final Burst. He's been a Final Burst bot. So, well, you probably recognize this attack as well. There's one other character in the game who can cast this, and we saw it cast on Maru earlier. I think it's the only other person who can cast that is the boss that Maru fought. This summons an army of Winglies who do a ton of damage. 2,802. Like I said, an absolute ton of damage. I'm going to go ahead and give a heal over to Dart real quick, because that wasn't something I want to see happen a lot. 2,800 heal, I'll take it. We'll go ahead and attack this guy here. And... slash! 360. I mean, I'll take it. That's probably as much as she would have hit otherwise. So be it. Alright, so this is a magic cast by Melbu. It could be anything, honestly. Looks like he's deciding to cast Spectral Light. Now, something you'll notice, too, as well, is my party member who is currently infected by the random thing that he decided to summon out, or I guess is swapped. They cannot be targeted, so they can't lose HP, which is both a blessing and a curse in disguise. It's both a blessing and a curse, because it means they can't use items, and they're kind of feeling this kind of awkward role of, do they heal, do they do damage? It's almost better to always have them heal. Ooh, Thunder, Thor's Hammer. Ah, that's a lot of damage. Alright, Kongo, go ahead and hit him very hard. Nice. 1133. Alright, Dart will probably get to go, or maybe my, oh boy, we're doing this spell again. Alrighty, so who's this one going to be on? It's going to be on either Dart or Kongo. Now this is a physical attack, so I want it to hit Kongo. If it hits Kongo, then it will do the least amount of damage it probably can, but if it hits Dart, it'll do another 2,000 some change. Ah, half of his HP. That hurts. Alright, is Melbu going again? No, we're actually going to get Miranda back. He always dies at the end of it, unfortunately. Alright, looks like Melbu's gonna go and take another turn here, casting one of his super magics. Max, like a tier 4 ice, if you will. Now, Dart is fire type, and this is an ice spell, so Dart will take extra damage from this. But, there's a but to this. Dart does have a legendary helmet on, meaning that there's a 50-50 shot this doesn't even hit him, and if it does, the legendary helmet should make it do not a lot of damage. Thank goodness. Not a whole lot. Now, do we heal Dart, or do we risk it for the biscuit? You guys know this, me. Risk it. Always risk it for the biscuit. I would probably fathom he has less than 10,000 HP left. Uh-oh. Dart? Oh, Kongo. This is actually kind of fine. I think Kongo's got enough HP here. And as soon as Miranda gets her turn, I'm going to have Miranda ult. I think she should have it available. So he essentially pulls my party member up to him where he can, like, attack him. It doesn't, from my remembering, it doesn't do a ton of damage. I mean, it hurts, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm sitting here like, oh, there's nothing. I mean, it hurt, but... Alright, so let's go ahead and give Miranda... Whoa, that's the wrong one. Let's go ahead and give Miranda some MP. So that when she does transform, she can ult right away. And she's going to do exactly that. Miranda, turn into a Dragoon. Honestly, we could use a little bit of HP, love, if you have it in ya, fam. You white silver dragon for us. And she says, why, yes, good sir. I feel like I can do that. So, remember what I said before, it's not just the damage that's important. The damage is nice, but it's also that it heals us. That HP swing is the difference, can absolutely make so many fights. In fact, you've watched it make so many fights already. Kaboom. Let's see if it did fatal. It did not do fatal. He's got to be getting close though. Like I said, I'd probably, if I had to guess, say he's probably got about 3,000 HP left. He's honestly within spitting distance of death. If that didn't kill him, because we've been wailing on him here for a little bit. I imagine he's got to be close. So Kongo gets to go. Go ahead, my man. Nice, 1133. Dart should probably get to go here soon. How many more items I want to throw? Not really, that's what, Angel's Prayer. Let's go ahead and shoot him once so we can get our Dragoon Spirit back, or our Dragoon form back if we need it. Boom. 146 plus the 150 SP gain. Alright. Well, guys, that was it. End the clocks. Stop the countdown. We're done. At this point, I set my controller down, and we sit back and we enjoy. Because Melbu is no more. Unfortunately, the final boss gives a grand total of 0 XP, so there's, you know, no real reward for beating him, unfortunately. Hey, my mom sent me a message. Aw, she made me a chocolate cake, and she cooked me some muffins. That's so sweet of her. There is beer and wine in the fridge. Help yourself to whatever you want. I'm house sitting for her this weekend, so that's really nice of her. Apparently Google Play is also updating as well. Cool. And I got a Discord message. Let's see what the Discord message says. Whatever it says, I am reading it out loud. For you guys. Kaboom, by the way. And that's honestly how the fight ends. It is from... somebody. Oh, it's from Derek. What does Derek say? It says relove. What a guy. Well, like I said, that was it. Final cutscene. I've never seen it in Japanese before. Let's see what the original cutscene looks like. Oh my god, Japanese Dart. I prefer English starts so much. Oh man. Datsun, I think. You know, I mean, I think I prefer Japanese Shanna still. Alright, let's see about these two. I did it, see, I think. Probably for those two in Japanese. And then we have our other 4 heroes, just kind of, you know, smoke break, union break, kind of deal. God, what a creep, man. Rose. Dude, Japanese Rose is so much better than American, no offense. Alright. Okay, it's time for the screams, here we go. Yeah, definitely prefer Japanese Shauna scream. Yep, still preferring the Japanese for more characters, I think. Holy hell it. Nice. I'm not entirely sure how they're still talking and having a conversation, but you know, to each their own. You know what I mean? Explosions, by the way. Boom, 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 ba-doom, boom. Soul of Mirages, die along the god of destruction. Pew, pew, pew. So many cool explosions. But did Dark Company manage to escape the ball in time? We'll find out. Meanwhile, Kongo over here. Just casually breaking boulders. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the translations are like almost word for word. Kind of surprised. Not that I understand Japanese or anything, but like, they didn't sound like they said anything more than like just basic common phrases. You know, like, thank you, like goodbye, Dart, thank you for everything. Kaboom! And that's what happens when a god dies. Big explosion. Hey, look, it's Miranda. Meanwhile, Shauna's chilling like, that's a long way down. Just kind of saying. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of... It's not terrible. So here's the thing, right? It's like, not awful. I don't want to say that it is, like, terrible. Okay? It's just, I think I prefer the English VA for Dart. You know, I gotta have my preferences back and forth. I definitely prefer Japanese Rose. Guys, that's it. I mean, there's no more game for me to play. This is the end to everybody's story, you know, kind of after they save the world kind of deal. I always start tearing up at these parts because it's like, oh god. It's like, it's just so nice to see like everybody gets like, you know, their happy ending. Myrtle gets her son and they're all happy. The only thing I wish would probably a little different for these is I wish there were more side quests and you kind of got to see how your side quests impact the story. Pay attention to the birds, by the way. That one I think is Rose. And, you know, based on how many side quests you do, you get to kind of see how the world changes based on just you guys traveling throughout this journey. But that'd be really cool. So we have Rose's bird flying throughout and giving us a nice tour of exactly what happened with everybody's life. The other sister's still blind, by the way. She never gets her sight back. I don't know why I feel like I needed to do that, but Teresa's hair is still blue too. We flying, boys? We flying? Oh, okay, so as far as... I've heard all the Japanese voices. My preference one way or another, I prefer English Dart over Japanese Dart. I prefer Japanese Rose over English Rose. Kongle, I think I prefer English voice actor. Haschel, I was perfectly split down the middle. I thought they were both just fine. Sean, I prefer Japanese. Maru, they were both fine, honestly. Oh, cool. Dabs has got his black shirt on in the Japanese version. I did not know that. Interesting. Maru shows her friend all the human world, and we catch a thing. Yay! Everyone claps. And everyone applauded. As far as for Maru, Japanese or English, I probably prefer... Probably Japanese. Not that it was bad or anything. Again, like that's like a close, like slight preference, just to give it a good answer. Who's the last person I don't think I've said my preference towards? Oh, Lavitz. Probably. I was probably indifferent for the two. You know, I don't think I preferred one or the other. Let's see. Any other? I guess probably the cutscene narration. Probably prefer the Japanese as well. As far as any difficulties go, there were some slight differences. I think that's Lavitz there. Oh yeah, this is, because this is Bale. I do like how Dart gets a home in Bale. And he writes his story. That's so freaking cool, man. Like, it really is just so cool to see how they wrap up everything. And Dart develops a drinking problem. I'm just messing. I'm joking. But he does eventually go back to Salus, where he builds a home with his girlfriend, Shauna. Or Shanna, or however you want to pronounce it. Hey, I love how she just pops around the corner like, hey, what's up? And then the two kids from the intro show up. Those aren't Dart's and Shauna's kids, by the way. Those are kids you find in the very beginning. So it's implied that, like, they have those kids, but they're not their kids. They just stay sweethearts. Aww, adorable. Also, I don't think they're That's so cute. They look back and there's Rose reincarnated as a bird. And she flies off to go join Zig as we eventually fade to black and the credits roll. Well, the credits would roll if my emulator did not decide to poop itself. But that does not mean that we don't get to watch the credits, because I want to talk over the credits. So I'm going to do exactly that. So we go ahead and pull up. Go ahead and pull up here. Wonderful player. We type in Legend of Dragoon. Ending Japanese. Does that give us everything? No. We'll just do ending. Alright, give me 1 second here, guys. I'm getting it up for you. Why don't I type in credits? Credits. Cool. Alright. Boom. Boom. I wish I could get them for you in Japanese, guys, but you know what? kind of deal with what you got here. Give me 1 second, guys, while I change this scene over. Gonna go to a... Is it window capture? Display capture? There we are. Display capture. Let's go. Skip, skip, skip. Is this good quality as I can get it? Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with it, guys. Alright. Well, we get the English ending here. And does it end with the... Probably. So, I have to talk over this because this is music, and therefore YouTube does not like music just kind of raw being uploaded, so I do have to talk over the music. What were my thoughts at the end of the challenge and after everything is said and done? I figured I could beat it. So this was, can you beat The Legend of Dragoon in Japanese? I figured I would be able to beat it, I'll be honest, but it was honestly an experience to be able to play the game, not completely understand the language, and have that be a handicap for playing the game. I would say that the biggest difference for me was just how hard the Japanese version was versus the English. Now, this is, of course, 2021 when we're recording this. This is October, so there is a difficulty modifier. I don't know why the thing skipped there. It skipped for me too. It's not your computer. But what I was going to say is that completely threw me off. There's a difficulty modifier you can download and edit. If you want to find that, just feel free to Google difficulty modifiers and you can change that. You can download that and run it with The Legend of Dragoon. You can give enemies as much health as you want or give them as much damage and edit the game that way. But playing the original Japanese version, I was really surprised just how hard the game was originally made to be. Not only that, the enemies did in fact... not all of them, but some of them did give less XP and significantly less gold, as the game shipped with the portable PlayStation in mind, the Pocket Station as it were, and you were supposed to be able to use the Pocket Station to kind of supplement that low gold income, which was changed in later NA versions. That was probably the biggest change. I enjoyed getting to play the game in Japanese, and honestly and truly, I would do it again. You know what, hold on, we can even do, should be able to do this one here. Let's see. Oh, I deleted it. I was gonna say I had a face cam available, but well, yeah, we don't worry about it. So, I would recommend it, I would probably do it again. If I were to do anything different, I'd probably just do different characters. I'd probably go through with Maru, because I do want to hear more of her voice lines. And probably not try to use Shauna in a playthrough. As far as would I recommend it, yeah, it was a lot of fun. If you're a fan of Legend of Dragoon and you just want to play the original version, it's perfectly fine. I didn't really use a guide so much to know what the items were, and I definitely struggled for it. I would recommend looking up to know what items you got, instead of kind of doing what I did, which was, I only looked it up if I absolutely felt like I had to. But I probably would recommend it. If you enjoyed this playthrough, please feel free to give me a thumbs up or a comment. Subscribe if you want. I'd say, hey man, look, I put up 55 videos, never once sold out. Let me sell it this time, guys. Seriously, if you enjoy the content, please comment, like, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It means the world to me. Honestly, you have no idea how much it actually just makes me feel better. I've struggled with depression for a lot, and this is a fantastic, creative way for me to make something, and I'm so glad I actually got to share it with you guys. So thank you for coming along with this journey. This was not something I knew I was going to complete or not, and I'm still uploading this to YouTube. I think I'm not even through disc 2, and I've already like finished the game. I had to for the sake of just you know, keeping the content going, as it were, because I think things are about to change for me IRL. So in real life, that's what that means. So I'm looking forward to those big changes. I'll still be uploading content, and I'm actually looking forward to next year. I'm debating on whether I want to do a Legend of Dragoon playthrough every year or every other year. It's kind of just the thing I do on my channel. This is my favorite game of all time, so I do love playing this game, and I could play it all day, every day if I honestly could. But there's not so much content you can do with it. So next thing I want to do is I want to do a challenge run for The Legend of Dragoon. if you're seeing this and I have not started my next playthrough, my next challenge playthrough, or even if I have, put in the comments what challenge you want to see me do. I am curious if you have an idea. I'm betting no one will watch this video, and if you do, you probably won't watch this far into it. And so, as far as what I'm thinking, I would love to do a playthrough where I just replace Dart with somebody. I would love to do a playthrough where I, change some of the, like, enemies, get them a little bit more damage, or, in fact, I had an idea where I make them completely immune to damage, as far as, like, physical or magical. I had a playthrough where I give everybody 10% more speed. I had a bunch of different ideas on things that I can do. Look up challenge runs for Legend of Dragoon. Let me know what it is exactly that you guys want to see me do, and I will give it a try, you know? This has been a lot of fun. I enjoy playing this game, and would love to have another opportunity to play it for you guys again. So, again, thank you guys for coming along with all this. How much more longer do we have on our video here? It's a little sad that the emulator always crashes and doesn't bother to, you know, display our game over screen. But, yeah, we do what we gotta do. So, it should hopefully end, yes it does, at the crater that is the place where we destroyed the final boss. And Rose's bird flies off and meets up with Dart. Or excuse me, Dart, Zeke's bird. You see they're reincarnated as cute little birdies. And our camera pans down to the Dragoon spirits. And we get the end. And I believe the video like cuts off almost immediately. Yep. Well guys, thanks for coming along. That's all there is. There's no more to the story. Well, I guess this is the last time I'm going to say the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hey, stop it. You keep playing. I want some music. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming along with all this. Hopefully have some more content for you here shortly. Until then, guys, I will see you in the next video. Alright, guys. Later.